Admiral Zara Vex-9 studied the tactical hologram floating before her command deck, her forearms manipulating data streams with mechanical precision. The Galactic Council's flagship Hegemony Prime hummed with activity as officers from a dozen species coordinated what they believed would be humanity's final defeat. "The human fleet is maintaining defensive positions around Sol," reported Commander Thrix, his insectoid mandibles clicking nervously. 18 vessels total. Their primitive fusion drives barely register on our quantum sensors. Zara's optical processors calculated probability matrices. 3 years ago, when humanity had first been contacted by the Galactic Council, their representatives had been unusual. While most species either cowered or postured when faced with galactic civilization, the humans had simply listened politely and made a single strange request. "We ask only that you leave our solar system in peace," their ambassador had said. "We are not ready for galactic integration. We're still working on ourselves." The Council had laughed. A species that had barely achieved faster than light travel-making demands. But then the human ambassador had added something that still puzzled Zara's advanced AI cortex. "We strongly advise that you consider this warning seriously. Humanity has a long history of holding back until we no longer can." The Vorthok Empire had tested human resolve first, sending raid fleets to Jupiter's moons. Those fleets simply disappeared. No distress calls, no wreckage, nothing. Then the crystalline hegemony had attempted peaceful annexation of Mars. Their diplomatic vessel had been returned to them with a simple message: final warning. Now, with resources growing scarce in the Outer Rim, the full Galactic Council had voted for military action. 67 worlds, 800 ships, and the finest military technology in the galaxy moved against 18 human vessels. "Begin the assault," Zara commanded. The first wave consisted of 30 Vorthak dreadnoughts, their plasma cannons charging with familiar crimson glow. They accelerated toward Earth's outer defense perimeter, where the human ships waited in what appeared to be a loose, almost casual formation. Zara watched through her enhanced sensors as the lead human vessel designated pale blue dot by their communications transmitted on all frequencies. "Galactic Council Fleet, this is Captain Sarah Chen of the Earth Defense Force. You were warned. What happens next is not our first choice, but you've made it our only choice." The Vorthak dreadnoughts opened fire. 40 years of military experience had taught Zara what to expect. The primitive human ships would either flee or be vaporized in seconds. Instead, something impossible happened. The plasma beams simply stopped. Not deflected by shields, stopped, as if hitting an invisible wall light years wide. The energy hung in space for a moment, then began flowing backward toward its source. "What in the void?" Commander Thrix began. The returned energy struck the Vorthak fleet with geometrically amplified force. 30 dreadnoughts became expanding clouds of superheated gas in seconds. "Impossible," Zara whispered. "No species has that level of gravitational manipulation." The human fleet began moving. Not with conventional drives, but by somehow folding space around themselves. They crossed 3 million kilometers in the span of a heartbeat. Pale blue dot appeared directly beside Hegemony Prime. Zara's sensors registered no weapons, no energy signatures, nothing that resembled conventional military technology. "Admiral," Captain Chen's voice came through the comm, calm and slightly sad. "Your species invented faster than light travel 2 million years ago. Ours invented it 3 years ago. In those 3 years, we've improved it by orders of magnitude you can't comprehend. Do you know why?" A second human ship materialized inside the crystalline hegemony's formation. The living crystal vessels, each the size of a small moon, began dissolving at the molecular level. "Because," Chen continued, "humans don't innovate until we absolutely have to. When we're comfortable, we stagnate. When we're threatened, we become something else entirely. More human ships appeared throughout the galactic fleet, not attacking directly, but demonstrating capabilities that violated everything Zara understood about physics. One vessel existed in 7 dimensions simultaneously. Another appeared to be moving backward through time. A third was somehow converting dark matter into weaponizable energy. "Your mistake," Chen said, as half the galactic fleet simply ceased to exist, not destroyed, but edited out of reality at the quantum level, was assuming that because we looked primitive, we actually were primitive. You assumed that our restraint was weakness. Zara tried to retreat, but her ship wouldn't respond. The hegemony prime was caught in a localized space-time distortion that held it perfectly still while the universe moved around it. For the past 3 years, while you've been planning this invasion, we've been preparing for it, Chen continued. We've weaponized quantum mechanics, militarized dimensional physics, and turned our entire solar system into a weapon you can't understand because your species peaked technologically 1,000,000 years ago. The remaining galactic ships found themselves suddenly surrounded by what appeared to be an entire human fleet, though sensor readings suggested these were the same 18 vessels somehow existing in multiple locations simultaneously. "We tried to warn you," Chen said, and for the first time her voice carried genuine regret. "We told you we were holding back. We told you to leave us alone. We didn't want this." Zara watched her sensors as impossible things continued happening around her. Human ships were manipulating probability itself, making certain outcomes inevitable, while erasing others from existence. The laws of physics seemed more like suggestions in their presence. "But you wouldn't listen," Chen concluded. "And now you've forced us to show you what humans become when we stop holding back." The space around Earth shimmered, and suddenly Zara could see the truth. The 18 ships hadn't been humanity's defense fleet. They'd been early prototypes, obsolete models they'd used for testing. The real human fleet was Sol itself, the entire solar system converted into a weapon so advanced that it existed partially outside normal spacetime. "This war is over," Chen announced to the galaxy. "Retreat to your home systems. Spread the word, humanity is no longer holding back. We never wanted to be a galactic power, but you've forced our hand. The age of human restraint has ended." As the surviving galactic ships fled toward home, Zara realized the true horror of what had just occurred. Humanity hadn't just won a battle, they'd revealed that they could have won any battle, anytime they chose. They'd been holding back, not from weakness, but from mercy. And now that mercy was gone, the galaxy would never be the same.